Now comes another important information that we can keep a close watch on, that is the tick query. Tick you have to understand is one trade. That trade can be of one stock or 1 lakh stocks, but it's one tick, one smallest move of the stock or the market. So we have an option to open 4 different tick queries. We also have an option to open 4 different event selectors that we opened right now. You might ask, why do I need 4 different? Well, for 4 different types of universe, you might. Okay, for 4 different types of group, you might open 4 different event selectors. Let's come to the tick query section. The tick query will give you a box like this, wherein you have to select few criteria. So I say that show me those stocks where in one trade more than 25,000 shares have traded, more than 25,000 shares in one trade, and or the value of the trade is more than 2 crores, 200 lakhs. So I can do an and. It will take both 25,000 as well as 2 crores, or 25,000 or 2 crores. When I do that, when I was doing this, you see that over here a couple of stocks had cropped up. The last one was Suzlon, and Suzlon at 19 rupees 20 paisa was down by like 5. In this 19 rupee 20 paisa trade, it fell by 0.05 paisa. That is just the minimum tick in National Stock Exchange. The quantity that was got traded were 26,100. The value of that was only 5 lakhs. Why did it crop up? Because the quantity was more than 25,000, 26,100. So this tick query will help me to understand in which stocks high volume trades are happening in just one tick. Okay. Now, if you think 25,000 is too much, you can keep it to 5,000. If you drop the filters, too much stocks will start cropping up. So it completely depends on you, how much value and quantity you want to put, so that you don't get too much of stocks, so that you will lose track. So I use 25,000, one tick, and then over 2 crores. When the markets are very buoyant and is on a very strong uptrend, I generally tend to increase this, or else these small levels, these small numbers are met all the time. Tick query. When you make it and, it will reduce the number of stocks that will crop up. So it's 25,000 as well as 2 crores. Right? Now in this tick query, there's a section over here where I can add some extra conditions. These extra conditions are like something like close equal to low or close equal to high. These two are important. What does it mean? If I say close equal to high and I tick it, then I will get those stocks where, ideally this tick has been satisfied at the highest point of the day or at the lowest point of the day. This will help me to understand those stocks which are getting traded heavily and are at the lowest point of the day or are at the highest point of the day. I will strongly suggest you keep 2 tick queries open, one for the highest point of the day and the other one for the low point of the day. $200. You have to select a group over here, and like most of the time I will select the FNO universe, close equal to low, and there you go. So if I hit this maximize button, I have this box open, I have this box open. So whenever few stocks get satisfied under my filter, they will crop up over here. I already have the event selector rolling up where I can see that KPIT is hitting day's high, and quickly check that stock. It's just reversing on the upside. Looks good for further upsides.